Well, well. Let's see. Well, firstly, I hope everyone's having a great day. We'll wait until we have some more folks here while I try to sort some things. Mostly all set up. Mostly. But not completely. Isn't that right, Freddy? Is that right? Is that right, buddy? Yeah? Of course. Of course. Freddy's been a good boy. Today he's had to deal with some things, but we'll get into all that. We'll give it a few minutes. Ooh. Hectic. Hectic. But I'm sure everybody understands that. So, what I am planning on doing is sorting through some decks that I have made for Commander that I just haven't had time to play. So what I'm thinking I will do is probably pull out the value cards. And after that, we'll see. So, yeah, I mean, then we'll see what's going on afterward. So, let's see. Alright, that I believe is the squirrel deck. Pretty sure. And since I haven't been able to play, I'm just going to kind of go through some of these. I think I'm going to pull out the value cards, and from there, empty one, neat. From there, I'll decide what I want to keep and what I want to get rid of. And hello, welcome to Rayshobbies. I'm Ray, of course. I have Freddy laying down, relaxing right next to me. He would say hello, but he's like, no, I'm chilling. I'm chilling right now. So, I'm gonna leave Freddy to do that. And, hey, how are you? Thank you for joining Standard. Appreciate you coming in. So, first is I'm going to sort through, and then I'll show you guys all the cards that I'm separating from these decks. Up and down, my friend. Up and down. I was gonna get into that a little bit later. We just had some unfortunate things happen. I mean, I live down in Florida, and having your AC break is never a good thing. Never a good thing. Because I am not a giant fan of heat and humidity all together. And so when you get hit with it all together, it completely sucks. Thankfully, I was able to secure an alternate cooling system until I can get a new unit and get it installed. The crazy part is, though, with the amount of rain that we've been getting today and yesterday and probably tomorrow down here in Florida, is that it is super humid, super hot, and super uncomfortable. Like, you know, everything's sticky. And especially since I had to, like, open the windows a little bit because, ooh, it was brutal, and you know, I don't want my cat to have an issue. So there is that. All right. So out of the squirrel deck, ouch. I'm also having a wonderful problem with that knuckle right there. Don't know what I did to it, but it is not nice. Hello, Montage Diamond King. Welcome. So, what we are keeping out of... Oh, I didn't finish searching all of it. Yep, 100 cards, 100 cards. Now, commanders, of course. The decks don't always hold that. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. I really do. It really helps us out. And we're trying to grow. We're trying. We'll get there eventually. And I'll also get into what is going to happen when I do hit 2,000. And that is a big thing that I was going to get into. You'll notice I have this little pile right here, and it's there for a reason. Because I was able to expand a bit on what will ultimately end up being a giveaway for my subscribers. But we'll get there in just a sec. Let me just finish going through this one, and I will show you what I am taking out of this deck. And of course, I modified this this deck for Magic the Gathering. It is a commander deck. I don't know if you guys play, but if you do, you'll understand. And so I'm just going through everything. So, and I hope everyone's having a good one. I really do. You know, you gotta have some joy. Gotta have some joy. Doesn't always work that way, but you know, you try. All right. So from this one, I do have a large stack. Now, mostly because I modified that deck. So that deck does contain a lot of cards that are not going to come in the Squirreled Away deck. So, Hazel of the Nocturne. Hazel of the Root Bloom. Sorry, wrong one. End Rays Forerunners. The Odd Acorn Gang, which is a cool card. Maskwood Nexus. Valley Might Caller. Now, that one I added. Valley Rot Caller I did also add. I added Camellia, the Seed Miser. Swarmyard. I think it was there, but I'm not 100% certain. Chitter Spitter, which that one came inside a Deep Forest Hermit. Garok, Cursed Huntsman. And I do like the way they did the artwork on that one. Because of the way it overlaps the name. I thought that was pretty neat. So, let me see. I'm going to look for the ones that I know I added. Because those are much more interesting than the ones that come with the set. And there's a lot that do come with the set. And they do have some good value. And I just wanted to add some things, you know, change it up a little bit, which I'm sure everybody can understand. If you play Magic or you've played Commander, it is pretty common. And even then, some of the cards are still pretty valuable. So that's close to the end. I'm just finishing this sort real quick. That way I don't need to go through everything. Alright. So, there we go. That makes that a lot easier. Alright. Freddy, what are you doing? You gonna go to bed? gonna go to bed, little buddy? I know. Oh, that's alright, Freddy. You can go to sleep. Now, I have to keep a dirty shirt on the bed because normally Freddy wants to sleep on it, but right now I'm on the bed, so he, of course, wants to be right next to me. That's fine. So, some cards that are going from the deck and back into the binder are the Banner of Kinship. This one is not one of the promos. That one was actually pulled. A branching evolution from Modern Horizons 3. The doubling season, and this one's from Foundation, but really nice card. Chatterfang is in the deck, but Chatterfang is awesome. And, of course, the Squirrel General. Garruk, these are the ones that I already showed you. I'm just taking a quick look through to see which ones I added versus the ones that came in the set. Well, that's still a good one regardless, so is that. Okay. So out of that 100 cards, there we go. That part is squared away. I can move these back into the box, and I have been doing my best to get rid of everything, or at least pare it down a large amount, because you end up with so much stuff, so much. So I'm pulling all the cards that I switched out, and those are going to go back into my binder. Which one's this? Okay. So this next set will take a minute to go through. I think this is not my first set. Alright, well, there's that. I thought I had my first set. I think this is the first set that I built myself. And it's a shambles. It is a shambles, but it was the first one, and I thought it was nice, so I kept it there. But it was pretty neat to give that a try. So, again, thank you guys for watching Ray's Hobbies. Now, I did want to let you know a little bit about what is going on when we hit the 2,000 subscribers. I did add to the things that are going to be given away. So, I did add for the giveaway when I hit the 2,000 subscription mark, and one of those things is going to be from the Secret Lair Drop series, and it will be the Transformers One Shall Stand, One Shall Fall traditional foil, and that is the land set for Halloween, which we, of course, are now in October. I had to pick these up. Yes, they are cheap, but still, also, it fits the theme. This might end up getting opened, and I'll just pick something else to give away. And I have a few pins. Now, these pins are neat. This one, of course, is just a regular swamp pin, but I love my swamps. And then for these, alright, we have a couple of the enhanced AR pins, which will allow you to use the card. These are from Pinfinity. This one is from the Aether Drift set. And, you know, of course, they want you to collect them all, just like Pokemon does. And then I do have, let's not put it upside down, I do have the Sliver Queen, which is a metal AR enhanced token and can be used as a card. And that is pretty cool. They've got some weight to them. They do have some weight. No kidding. But they are cute. They are really neat. And if you ever needed a Sliver Overlord, there you go. Finally, one of the last things going in, well, not one of the last things, but one of the other things that are going in is a Magic the Gathering starter kit, which of course does have a Sephiroth Planet's Heir and Cloud Planet's Champion. I know it's hard to see inside of there, but it's 2 decks ready to play against each other. You haven't... Oh, the pins? Oh, how you doing, Enoch? Yeah, the pins are pretty cool, man. But yeah, you can see the card and everything on those. And it's pretty neat. And they're fun to pick up. So whenever I see them, I do try to snatch them. Because, well, as long as I'm, like, getting some that are different than the other ones. Yeah, it is, because, you know, then you can use the AR, and it's fun. It makes it pretty neat. So it's just like another option. But those are going into the 2,000 sub giveaway. All those right there. Again, maybe not these. They're cheap, and they're not exactly like big packs. More of like something to hand out to people during Halloween. But again, gotta make sure that you know, that you're giving them to people that are actually interested. So if my one of my LGS have something going on for Halloween, and they usually do, then I want them to be able to check stuff out. So that'll be neat. Also, I've been going through and trying my best. Trying so hard. I know it doesn't look like it, but there are a heck of a lot less cards up there and boxes down there. I have been trying to sort and go through all this. This is nothing but rares, mythics, random Pokemon promos and cards. Going to be sorting through that, so some of that may end up in the giveaway as well. And I think I might do like little 5 to 10 card bundles for the giveaway. But that'll be then. Yeah, it takes like patience though. Like that particular stack right there is just lands and art cards and tokens. Lands, art cards, and tokens. Putting all those to the side, so that way if I do a sale, like I can almost use that counter again. Almost, not quite. But we're getting there. We are getting there. It just takes time. That's all. So, you know, a couple more trips down to cool stuff, and aside from that, I did, of course, let you know, broke my AC unit, which sucks. But I have this awesome mobile AC unit, which is currently keeping the house bearable. But after we get that done, we're trying to set up a little bit of a studio where I can do some more videos and branch it out a little bit more, make it a little bit more interesting for everyone, including Freddy, because Freddy's just like, I just want my bed. Although it's my bed, but you know how that goes. It's Freddy's bed. And he has recently torn up his cat tree in fantastic fashion. But that's what he does. That's what he does. It's just that he's too heavy for the cardboard. Yeah. Oh yeah. My issue is it is going to be I have to find the right unit. You know, the right size to fit the wall. Because they've already got the mount, and of course the landlord definitely wants it to be the same. So that's what I gotta do. Gotta find the right model, the right size, get it installed, and fill the Freon and let it rip. But ooh, let me show you this thing. This thing's actually pretty neat. I'm not gonna lie. So this like little unit right here, it's like a 9,000 BTU unit, and it's got all these cool settings and stuff. That is the faulty one with the leak, which totally sucks. But of course, it's still being hot. You know, AC repair guys are going to go ahead and do what they want because they know how hot it is. What are you doing, buddy? Looking for food? You've got 2 bowls of food, Freddy. Uh-huh. Yup. Freddy's just hanging. I think there is a Granger. Oh yeah? Dude, nice. That is nice. Cause that'd be pretty sweet. Wow. I mean, it works good though. It really does. I was kind of surprised by it. Cause I was like, I was thinking more like a space heater. Where it like might heat up a small room, or in this case keep a small room cold, well, cold enough to where you're not melting, but no, it actually works good. Oh yeah, it does. That is a definite. Alright, what are you doing, Freda? Just gonna chill? Yeah, he's gonna chill. So, emptying all this stuff out, no fun. No fun at all. But also, I was thinking about some of the dice. I may do some of the dice, like I have doubles of some of the Aether Drift and Final Fantasy dice. And I don't know if those still retained any value. It was kind of silly. At one point, they were going for like $20 for some of the die. Which, alright, that's all good. It'll be something I can give to people. So that'll be fun. That will be fun. And I think the card packs will be fun too. But, we'll see how that goes. So, I just wanted to give an update and to everything else that's going on right now. I will be working back in the kitchen as soon as this is fixed. My ankle, man. My ankle just hates me. So, well, also, Freddy. I think Freddy was plotting it because it was me getting up in the middle of the night because I had to pee and had the lights off. Almost stepped on Freddy, tried to avoid it, and next day, boom, sprained ankle. Wonderful. But then it just lingers and it makes it hard to walk. So, that's that. Yeah, yeah. Between that, whatever I did to this knuckle, you can see how red that is, man. I don't even know what I did. I didn't bang it on anything or nothing, but I do crack my knuckles out of habit. So I'm wondering if I did a little something there on accident. I'm going to put it in ice later, which is why, of course, I also have that bucket right there, because that's just water right now, but I have giant ice bags that are going in there, so I can put my foot in it also. That being said, I'm going to be looking up a game to play for the evening. I was debating checking out a Pokemon game at some point in the future because of all the Pokemon cards packs that I've opened. I have a ridiculous amount of the little scannable QR codes, and it's like 2 inches thick worth of just cards to scan on. Yeah, I think that that's gonna happen pretty soon. But for tonight, I think I'm going to go back in to Shattered Pixel Dungeon. We were on the last level, on the last floor, and I muffed it, not gonna lie. I know I muffed it. So, yeah, back to the dungeon tonight. And so I'm going to be cranking that up in just a few minutes. Just wanted to give an update on everything else that's going on and why I haven't been around every night as usual. But between work and things, well, can't work right now, can't walk. Well, not well. So, until then, I appreciate you guys stopping by. It really does help me out. Appreciate you guys hitting the like button, subscribing, and always supporting. And that's why I wanted to give you guys something back as well. So, up until then, I hope you guys have a good night. I'll be back in probably about 20, but I will be playing Shattered Pixel Dungeon. Just gotta sort through a couple decks in the meantime, and I'll leave that for the next one after I've already pulled out all the extra cards that I switched out, and that way you can see some of the evil designs I had for my commander decks. Like doubling all the tokens repeatedly and just annoying the heck out of somebody. Because that's fun. Alright. Thank you very much. You guys take care. Look out for each other. Be good to each other. Everything else will work itself out. Take care and have a good night.